Hello friends, welcome to Crack Gate CSE, and in this series of algorithm, today we will be practicing one previous year gate question on matrix chain multiplication. So this question is different from the questions which we have discussed in the previous video. So that's why I am bringing this question into your knowledge. So before starting this video, I would like to request you all, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading any new video, and also check the previous videos, right? So this question came in GATE 2018, where it was given that assume that multiplying a matrix G1 of dimension P into Q with another matrix of G2 with dimension Q into R. So if we multiply G1 with G2, it will be require PQR scalar multiplication because PQ and QR. So we know that the how we can find out the number of scalar multiplication. This is the same thing. Next, computing the product of n matrices. So these are the n matrices can be done by parenthesizing in different ways. Parenthesizing means putting on the parentheses in different possible ways, like we are doing in the tree structure. Define Gi into Gi plus 1. That means any two successive matrices, if they are multiplied together as an explicitly computed pair for a given parenthesization, if they are directly multiplied. So if any two successive matrices are directly multiplied, they are known as explicitly computed pair, right? For example, in the matrix multiplication chain, so this is the chain given. In this chain, this is the parenthesization given. So he told that G2 and G3 and G5 and G6 are only explicitly computed pair because G2 and G3 are multiplied together, G5 and G6 are multiplied together. So this all gives you the definition of explicitly computed pair, right? Now the actual question starts. So consider a matrix multiplication chain F1 to F5 where matrices F1, F2 up to F5 are of dimensions. So these are the dimensions given for all the matrices, right? So in the parenthesization of F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, that minimizes the total number of scalar multiplications. The explicitly computed pair is or are. So instead of asking the minimum number of multiplication, they ask that what will be the explicitly computed pair in the minimum in the path that we are selecting for finding out the minimum number of scalar multiplication. So first of all, you might have noticed one thing here, that among these five, this one is having the highest value. So this is F5. So it gives you an idea. That means this F5, if we multiply this F5 at the last, it will give you the minimum value. But if you multiply this F5 in the earlier stages, it will give you maximum value. How? Let's see this with help of an example, right? So for explaining this, I took three matrices F3, F4, F5, same as this, and these are the dimensions. So I just want to show you that how F5 will give you the maximum and minimum number of multiplication when we are multiplying it earlier and when we are multiplying it at the last. So if I am multiplying this F5 at earlier stages, that means before, then if you find out the scalar multiplication, number of multiplication, F4 with F5, so this is same, 16 into 1 into 1000, this will give you 16,000, right? And now the unit or the dimension for this F4, F5 will be 16 into 1000. This is the dimension for this complete matrix. Now F3 is having dimension as 3 into 16. So now you have to find out for this complete. So it will be 3 into 16 into 1000. So this will be 48,000 plus this much, that is 16,000. Here you have noticed one thing, that this 1000 is counted twice. Once when we are finding out the multiplications for F4, F5, then again when we are finding out the number of multiplication for this whole. So here this 1000 came twice. But here if you multiply it at the end, then this 1000 will appear only once. Then the dimension of this particular matrix will appear only once. See how? So first of all, we need to find out for F3 F4. So F3 F4 will be 3 into 16 into 1. It will be 48 only. And the dimension for F3 F4 will be 3 into 16. So dimension are 3 into 16. F5 dimension are 1 into 1000. So if you find out completely, sorry, it will be 3 into 1. So dimensions for F3 F4 will be 3 into 1. I am writing it here, right? So now if you find out, it will be 3 into 1 into 1000. So this is 3000 and combinedly it is 3048. So here, because it participated only once, when we are multiplying at the last, it is giving us the minimum value. But when we are not multiplying it into the last, it is giving us the maximum value. So this gives an idea that F5 is to be multiplied at last. Now if I remove F5, if I just ignore F5 for a while, then I am having these 4 matrices. Now I have to find out the minimum number of multiplication, or the path in which we are getting the minimum number of multiplication for these 4, right? So see, here I took all the matrices along with the dimensions. So I am just ignoring 5 for a while, because we are just ignoring it so that it will be multiplied after. And anyhow we have to find out the explicitly computed here. So I'm just expanding this F1, F2, F3, F4. So what are the possible ways? These are the 3 possible ways in which we can multiply, and further I'm dividing these 3 like this, similarly these 3 like this. So if I find out for F3 F4, I'm getting 3 into 16 into 1. How? See, F3 F4, 3 into 16 into 1, which is 48. Now I have to find out for F2 along with this matrix. So F2 is 25 by 3, 25 into 3, and F3 F4 is having 3 into 1. So what it will be? It will be 25 into 3 into 1. So this will be 75, right? So if I add this, it will be 123, right? So 120 for this whole. Similarly we have to find out for this next one. So F2 F3. So for F2 F3, this is same, that means 25 into 3 into 16, 25 into 3 into 16. So what it will be? 75 into 16. Similarly if you check for this F4 is having dimension as 16 into 1. This is having 16 into 1. And F2 F3 we are having 25 into 16. So if you multiply this 25 into 16 into 1, and if you add these two, it will be obviously greater than this 123. So 120 is the minimum value, so I am taking 123 over here, and the dimension for F2 F3 F4 is 25, 1, right? Now we have to multiply with F1. F1 is having 2 into 25. So what it will be? It will be 2 into 25 into 1. 2 into 25 into 1. It will be 50. So 50 plus 123 will be 173, right? And now the dimension for F1, F2, F3, F4 will be what? 2 into 1. And for F5 it is 1 into 1000. It will be 2000, right? So 2000 plus 173 is 2173. So this one will be the minimum value. You can just try to expand this also. So whenever you are expanding, this will giving you the maximum value. This will giving you the value more than 173, because among these 3 paths I am getting 173 as the minimum value. Now I have to check among these particular options what are the explicitly computed pair we got. So we got a pair which is F3 F4, because no 2 matrices are multiplied together. So the answer here would be C. You can just try to explore this. You will be getting this one only as a answer. So I am not explaining it because it will take time, and anyhow it is important for you to understand the concept. So if you found this particular video useful, like this video, share it with the friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new on my channel, and please let me know your feedback in the comment section so that I can improve myself and give more such videos for you. So thank you very much for watching. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.